Hi, my loves. Joy Malay, girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary, guys, about Christian Keys, the actor that we all known and seen in the Madea films and other such things. Now, before I hop into my commentary, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. When you hit the like button, it tells YouTube like, hey girl, we like this content, and it picks it up. And when you subscribe, obviously, you join the family and help me get to that 10K by the end of the day, period, baby. So let's just hop into it. Christian Keys hops on Instagram Live, y'all, and starts to disclose very, very disturbing information. I do want to say that, this is a trigger warning. This is a disclaimer that I think we're going to be talking about things like SA and other such things that might be triggering to some people. So now that that's out the way, girl, let's just hop into it. Christian Keys and hopped in and he is shaking the table. Okay, he is accusing a billionaire in Hollywood of very heinous crimes. He goes onto his Instagram Live and does a live for 30 minutes. Now, most people seen it on the Shade Room, seen clips floating around on Twitter. This man was on live for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, okay? He's not playing. He really starts to disclose some information, and a lot of you hobbyists, soothsayers, whatever, out here putting the pieces, okay? Pick up the pieces, okay? Shout out to Martin one time, and is saying that we're thinking that it's Tyler Perry. The girls are gagged. The girls are shaking. The girls are trembling. And they're all over the place. Now, I'm not going to play the clip. Actually, I'll play a small clip here.
Hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad.
I believe everything this man is saying. All right. The way that he pauses, the way that he's looking around, you can just feel the uncomfortableness and reliving some of the things that he's not even sharing all the way, but he's just kind of lightly touching on. all of the girls are saying it's Tyler Perry. All of the girls are saying it's Tyler Perry, girl. He's trending on X, or better known as Twitter. Tyler is trending, and a lot of people are saying that it is also might be the billionaire Robert Smith, who famously gave, 25 million, $50 million to HBCUs. I want to say a couple of years ago, and he went on to give this grandiose speech and blah, 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 blah. And the reason why people are linking him to this is because he mentioned you're helping people in HBCUs, but you don't want to help me, not unless I give you some of this peen. Now, it could very well be Tyler Perry too. Now, all of this is speculation. Okay. And I'll just leave it there for that. But the girls who know me, y'all see my face without me even saying nothing, but you see my face, you know what it's given. So for the video's sake, listen, I'm going to just talk about how I feel on some of the things that he disclosed. Now, the video was 30 minutes long. I kind of watched 10 minutes, skipped along, watched another, see what it was given. And he discloses that, one night that he was, off the Henny got me. It got me. Okay. He ends up in bed somehow or another with said person. There was an incident where he was, talking to him and he was grabbing at his peen, and he said, "Man, get off me. I don't do that." And this man continued to grab at his peen. He says that he went on to let us know that he has recordings. He got PDF files. I got voice files. I got all of these things. So play with me if you want to. He says also that Cassie inspired him to come forth. And what I think he should have said was that check and that settlement is what really, motivated him. All right. He's a motivated seller, baby. He's like, wait a minute, that check he just got, and I got all this evidence that I'm just sitting on. Run me my coins. Okay. Run me my check. And I do think that all of us felt like Cassie's situation was a bust. Like, she settled the next day. She could have went to court. But I feel anybody who's undergone SA, sexual in the workplace, at home, wherever you are at, you do deserve some sort of justice and compensation, period. And also included in that should be therapy, because you can see by this man's posture, his demeanor, he is heavily impacted. All right. I think that we are in a wave and in a season and an energy of people coming forth and getting retribution. Things that people have done are coming to light, and we want justice. Okay. And I see this man, who is very brave, by the way. And shout out to Claudia. Claudia came forth and said, he shared this story with me back in 2018, and he said the same exact thing almost verbatim. Now, one thing I like about Miss Jordia Claudin, not Jordan Claudin, girl. Tell me you dyslexic without telling me you dyslexic. Tell me you went to public school without telling me you went to public school. No, Jordia, I keep saying it. What's the lady name? Claudia. Damn, put this old ass white woman name. Claudia Jordan. What I like about Miss Claudia is she keeps it real when it comes to certain things. Now, she be over there on the foxhole doing a couple of things that's unfavorable. She's had this colorist past. But, since this rebranding, I'll say, this reemergence of Claudia, I feel that she's been less performative, and some of the things that she says is, one thing that she always talks about is her experience with dealing with sexual assault victims. And what she says is people don't always come forth, and you deal with that type of guilt, and you deal with that internal dialogue that's always negative. You always feel extra guilty. You always feel a certain level of shame. When someone violates you in that way, the shame and the guilt is already built in. So then you have this other aspect of, damn, well, I didn't do anything. And I just thought, and you have so many people, man, if I was in that situation, I would have beat him up. I would have did. You don't know what you'll do in certain circumstances. You really don't. You don't know until you know. And everybody is different. The stars could be different in the sky. You could be feeling a certain way and respond one way. You might be in a whole different situation energetically and respond a different way. You cannot blame yourself and your actions or lack of actions, right? But sometimes inaction is an action. Be held responsible or liable for somebody else's poor behavior or sexual deviances. Okay. So if wherever you are under the sound of my voice, you can't say, oh, I feel so bad because he assaulted me. I should have did it this way, or I should have went to the police. No, that person, whoever that person was, shouldn't have fucking put their hands on you. Period. Full stop. Now, let me dial it back some, because y'all know, whatever. Y'all know who y'all came to see. Is this what you came for? All right. Some of the things that I did want to mention is the fact that a lot of men don't have the chance to come forth with their sexual abuse and sexual trauma. All right. Some of these men, were dealing with women way past their age, way out of their age group. Y'all were molested. We're now getting the language to know that, no, this wasn't my older girlfriend. My mom's girlfriend liked me and I hit her in the back. She was a abuser. All right. We're just now starting to get the language. And I really feel like men don't come forth because of the stigma that's associated with it and attached to it. We seen Terry Crews, big, thick, big, I'm gonna have to edit that one. Big, Terry Crews talk about, a Hollywood leader coming against him, and he could have clearly crushed somebody. Now, I did some Google and searching too. Christian Keys is a big man too. He's a bigums. He's about 6'2", 6'3". He looks like he's in a gym. But it's not about the physical. It's not about the physicality. When somebody violates you, something happens in your brain where it's like your fight or flight, and you don't always know how to react. Christian, going back to the video, says that he had $3,000 in his account. Here he is being assaulted by a billionaire, being pressed to kind of give him, whatever he was asking for. And he decided not to. There are so many people who abuse their positions of power or their money or their wealth to get the things that they want. He mentions that this said alleged person, whoever he is, child, Medea, is that you? Come forth and said that he has several other men who are on the payroll get 6-figure checks just to do what, I call them over here and they grab their ankles, is what the man has said. Oh, so you doing the bending? And I would try to keep my jokes to a minimum because there's so much stigma around it. And I'm not saying it in a malicious way. I just sometimes just say shit, y'all. I can't help it. But I hope whoever you are, you know my heart. And I don't give it up like that. I'm not trying to make light of anybody being assaulted. Ever. Okay? Black, white, man, female, in any category in between. All right? So one of the things that he did say was... a little interesting to me is he said that, people, the women come out and say that, this man was trying to do things to me, but men also get tempted too. A man was trying to tempt me. Now, I'm not saying anything. That is just very interesting language, because if a man comes around and try to touch my cooch, he's not tempting me. He's assaulting me. Okay? Get your mother hands back. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't use that language. So this whole temptation thing, I don't know if this is something that he's struggling with internally. All right? Maybe he, was thinking about it. Maybe he was tempted by the money. Let's just say maybe he wasn't tempted by the booty. He was tempted by the money. But that language was interesting. I do think that he's doing this him doing this might change his situation with him being executive producer on a new show, The Queen's Court or King's Man, whatever new show Tyler Perry is on, child. I don't know. I can't keep up. All right. It's too many of them. But it would be telling if somehow or another his ass get fired. Because then it's like, oop, child, I think he's kind of securing himself in that way too. And we get to a point where it's like, you don't want to hold on to the shame anymore, y'all. We cannot heal the things that we don't talk about, that we don't reveal. And sometimes you might just have to say it out loud to a friend, to a person, a trusted person. And sometimes just saying it out loud in front of nobody, because we hold on to it wherever you are. If you're holding on to some shit, if somebody violated you, girl, write it down. Say it out loud. Say that you were not, you did not deserve that, and affirm yourself, because when you hold on to a girl, it's going to make you sick. It's going to make you ugly. It's going to make you crazy. It's going to cause you cancer. It's going to do all of these things. All right. So all of the girls are dragging Tyler. Some of the girls are dragging the billionaire. I don't even think that we should. I think we should just drag the men who are unhinged, who are sexual deviants, who have these sexual proclivities, but, want to target men who are not bisexual. And that's a lot of the gays are like that. I don't like my man who's bisexual. I like me a tree. Come on, y'all. Sexual identity is fluid, but no means no. Full stop. Okay? And men deserve to be protected. Men deserve to have their story told without any associated stigma. And women are still fighting that too. Like, girl, you shouldn't have wore that skirt. No, this is why we need to have these conversations. He ain't had no business touching on that man. And these billionaires are running wild in Hollywood. Everything is monopolized. And dare you say something. Very bold, very brave. I want to know what y'all think. I already know everybody think it's Tyler Perry. That's what we all thinking. Okay? And it's been whispers for years circulating around Tyler. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And for all the people who have this notion of, everybody want to tear a black man down. Everybody want to. I don't give a good goddamn. That's what's wrong with people now. They over there, defending their uncle because he's a black man. He's a drunk and an abuser. It doesn't matter. Some things does not hold weight over what's right and wrong. He's my uncle. Oh, he's black. I could give a that nigga won't be around my kids, period. So all of this, he's a black man and he's a Christian. So what? The Catholic Church, hello, they saying prayer and taking your kid over into the damn confessional booth. So stop thinking that these people who you deify and pedestalize and fetishize aren't humans. They're human people with money. And this is why people who are aspirational about money or, they want to have money, or people think that, falsely think that people with money are evil. It's because it's not that the people are evil. They were evil before they got the money. You're not doing the work. And you come into some money and now you want to explore all of these deviances. Okay? You want to rip off the poor, touch on little kids and touch on grown men and do a whole bunch of shit you ain't got no business doing because you ain't never been checked when you ain't have no money. Girl, let me get out of here. I'm getting raised up. Let me know what y'all think. Drop down in the comments. I'm standing with anybody who was a survivor. Okay? Wherever you are, I'm standing with you. If you are a survivor, you can do this. You did this. Keep striving. Keep thriving. I love you. All right? I'm sending you so much love and so much light. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.